Hello honey bunnies, welcome back. It's me, Jenny. How is everyone doing today? Okay, my beautiful crafty friends, today we're going to be talking about journals and planners. So I have here my lineup on what journals, what planners I want to use, and I want to just run it by you guys and give you guys ideas and maybe inspiration. So I want to show you what I'm using. I was I was trying to like use less journals, less planners this year. Somehow it feels like I may be adding instead of taking, but that's okay because the majority of these journals and planners that I have here are really the things that I'm going to be using this year. And I really do love this setup actually. So, all right. Let's get started because I have a lot to show you guys, okay? And I'm trying to make this video not too long. Okay, I'll try to link everything at the bottom of the video for you guys if I can, so that it makes it easier for you to kind of do your homework on these journals or planners. Just keep in mind that I am not affiliated, nor am I working with any of these companies. So just do your homework and your research, okay? So the first one I'm going to show you is this adorable little pocket diary. I absolutely love this so much. I got this at Amazon. I love it because of the size, and I also love it because it's so easy to just kind of write in here anything that you want. So I use this really for more of my night routine. I have this underneath my pillow, and I try to write something in this book every night before I go to sleep, whether it's a reflection, whether it's something that's bothering me, something that happened through the day, just really anything goes in here. But I try my best to write something in this little diary before I go to sleep. And I really am loving the size and the idea behind it. Last year I bought something similar to this, but it was actually like a regular journal size diary, and it was just too much. I never kept up with it. It was definitely total fail. I think the pages were just too big for me to kind of fill in, and I felt like the pressure of having to fill in the whole page. So I really didn't get any use out of that. So I figured, let me go smaller, and I'm glad that I did because I love this little journal or diary. So the setup is, it gives you a calendar month, and then each page, each daily page, and it's not necessarily that big, and it has lines on it, and you can just document whatever it is that you want to in here, which I love so much. I think it's such a perfect size, and I've been doing pretty good with it. I've been filling it out pretty decent. So I love this little gorgeous, adorable diary. And let's talk about the color, how cute it is, isn't it? Okay, now besides that one, I also have this journal that I also keep handy. This is basically my daily journaling. Anything goes in here. Anything that I want to document, I also put in here as well. All right, now let's talk about my educational journal. You guys know how much I love this journal. I talk about this every year, and I am obsessed with this journal. This journal to me has been so good to me. I write down in here anything that I've learned, anything that's like I'm interested in, or I want to learn about, or that catches my interest, I'm curious about. I kind of write everything in here. Maybe a song that I like, maybe a book that I want to, I don't know, do some research on, an article, just really anything I write in here. Now, I call it my educational journal. You guys call it a commonplace. So it's so funny because I just realized that this is what actually you guys call it, which is a commonplace notebook. And so I really love this notebook. I'm going to try to finish I still have a lot more to go. This is why I didn't want to start a new one. So I want to finish these pages, and then I have another one that's waiting for me to continue. I believe I have like 3 of these already. So I just love using these and creating those journals. Now I have this here that I love so much. This is my creative art journal. Love it. I love my cover. So what I do with this journal is basically create any kind of art or any kind of creativity that just sparks my interest, and I just put it in here. Now, last year, what I was using for my creative journaling was this one right here, which I absolutely love, by the way. And I thought it was amazing, and it just turned out so beautiful on my spreads. But what I didn't like about this is that I can only fit 6 months in one of these books. So I would have had 2 of these books by the end of the year. So because of that, I didn't really like that idea. I wanted to keep everything together in one journal. So I'm going to be using this one for this year because this has 400 pages. So I'm thinking like a page a day would be enough for me to kind of, you know, work with. And I thought that it would be a good idea to just keep everything together in one journal. So this is going to be my creative art journal, which I absolutely love. I'm a little worried about how thick it's going to get, but we'll worry about that when that comes, right? But for now, I love it. I just love this cover. Isn't this cover beautiful? I love it so much. So cute. Okay, that's that. This beautiful, gorgeous, little adorable journal that I just love so much. It's so, so, so dear to my heart. This is the journal that I use to keep track of all my books that I buy. I keep track of all my crystals and stones that I buy. And I keep track of all my oracle cards that I buy. So nothing has changed in here, to be honest with you. Everything is still the same. The only thing that I did do different this year is add an extra insert in here. And this is going to be a book review. So any books that I'm going to read this year, which I already have 12 books that I would like to read before the end of this year. I'm just gonna do a little review on them and just kind of write a little bit of the book and what I like about the book and what I didn't like about the book. Now, I had something like this last year using a bullet journal, and that was a fail. I think because it was too much for me to write, right? Like, I don't know, I just didn't really want to write in the journal, and I really didn't really read too many books anyway. So I figured, let me just go a little bit smaller this year, and maybe that would help me a little bit better in starting to kind of write more about books that I'm going to be reading. So I think that's going to be really helpful. So again, nothing has changed. My book list is still here. All the books that I've purchased, I still keep adding them in here, whether I go on, you know, Barnes and Nobles or Amazon or thrift shopping. I always write down the books that I purchase in here just to keep track of them. And then I keep track of my crystals and stones. Again, nothing has changed. Everything is the same. Just keep track of all that. And then I keep track of my oracle cards. Same way, nothing has changed. Well, actually, I was actually doing it at the beginning. I was doing it this way, which I would write down the oracle name, who was it by, the place that I bought it, and how much it costs. But then I started to do it like this, which I absolutely loved better. The little pictures, so the little images of the oracle box, and then I would just write down again the name, who is it by, the place, and how much I bought it for. So I love this idea better, and so I'm going to continue doing that for this year. Okay, now excuse me. Okay, my dream journal, nothing has changed. Okay, hold on, I gotta get some water. 2 seconds. Okay, my dream journal, the same, nothing has changed. Okay, excuse me, same thing as always. I'm going to continue using this because, again, I have so much more to finish. I have all this to finish, so I'll continue using the same one. I don't mind. I don't really remember too much my dreams anyway, so for the little things that I remember, I do like to jot them down every once in a while. So I'm going to use this and continue to use this for my dream journal. Okay, now excuse me, I incorporated in here something new, which is my coffee journal. So what I was doing was I was actually documenting every time I used to go to a coffee shop or like a cafe with my hubby. I would document it in my Hobonichi Weeks, which I loved. Or I would also document it in my memory keeping a book as well. But I figured and I thought maybe I want to keep all these together in one book. And so this year I created this one so that I can document all the cafes and shops that I go with my hubby, and I love doing that. So this is what I'm going to use this lovely little book for, just to document all my cafes and all the shops that we visit and what kind of drinks I try, and I just love doing that. So my goal is to visit 12 cafes, one every month, and I will be documenting them in this little journal, and I'm super excited to do that. I have to still decorate my cover, which I will soon. Okay, now let's talk about other journals that I'm going to also use. Okay, my self-care Sunday journal. This is a must. I've been doing this for a few years now, and it has been working for me very, very well. I take Sundays and just basically do a self-care routine. I document everything that I do in this journal. So everything in here is basically Sunday self-care things. And I really do enjoy doing that every Sunday. That's going to continue because it's basically one of the things that I love the most. I also have my Hobonichi Cousin. I purchased it for this year. I started using this last year for the first time. I got into like that Hobonichi fever, and I'm like, okay, I want to try it. And I bought it like really cheap because it was like I think I bought it for like $30 because it was like mid-year or something. It was on sale, and I loved it. I fell in love with it. I'm so in love with this book. I'm so happy that I came across it. It's a little bit pricey, but honestly, it's just, to me, it's worth it. It has been amazing. I mean, you can see how chunky it has gotten, and I just love it so much. I don't want to show too much because I do have pictures in here of friends that, you know, not sure they appreciate me showing them on my videos, but I can show you, like, for example, I did a spread here about some pancakes that I made at home for the family and hubby and my mom. I took a picture of this beautiful rainbow that day that I saw, and I'm like, oh my god, and I just took a picture of the rainbow. I made a purchase, and I just love this journal so much. I love it, and so I want to continue doing the same thing. These are just kind of like daily memory keeping things. I also love to document like everyday things in here. Sometimes I do my self-care routine, and I just really love it. I went here out with my mom to a cafe. We went to the farmers market. I love this book. So I purchased it again for this year, and I'm planning to use it the same way. I'm going to be documenting here my daily memory keeping. I'm going to be documenting also my morning pages. I'm going to add them in here. I had a journal for that, but that didn't work out for me, so I'm going to add my morning pages in here. I also am going to add some recipes if I come across any, my morning routines, my to-do list, and anything else that I can that I kind of comes into mind. That's like the thing right here that I kind of that comes into mind when I need to do it, anything basically. So I love this book. I'm in love with it. I absolutely love it, and so I'm gonna keep it. It's a keeper. I love it. Okay, then I also found this beautiful journal at Target. I am going to talk more about this journal because this planner needs a video on its own. This is the most amazing planner that I ever found. Love it so much, but I'm going to be using this as well as my planner for this year. And then I have here my scrapbooking, memory keeping journals. I have two because I can only fit 6 months in here and 6 months in here, so half a year on each one, and I love using these for that. Besides the Hobonichi memory keeping daily, I use these for like memories that I really want to preserve, right? So let me see. I don't want to show too much because again, I have pictures of people in here that. Okay, so let's talk about this one. See, so this one is a coffee shop that I went to with my hubby, and I documented it. And that's what I mean when I say I want to kind of keep all these together in one place. And so I just love documenting this stuff in here. I don't know, I kind of feel like this size is perfect for coffee journaling. Like, I feel like it's perfect, but I don't know. Now I'm thinking maybe it is a perfect size. I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, this is what I've been using this for. So I got 2 more. Well, this comes in a pack of 3s, but I have this one for this year, and I do love it, so we'll see. Okay, and I think that's more or less it. I also have this one here, which is going to be for any YouTube ideas, any YouTube suggestions, any creations that I want to maybe create a video. I'm going to be adding it in here in this journal just as a catch-all idea for my channel. And then I have this daybook that I get every year. This daybook gives you exactly the months and the days and all that stuff for the full moon, the moon phases, right? The full moon, the new moon. It gives you some recipes. It gives you some spiritual advice, spiritual ideas, and it's just very fun to have, and I love it. So it gives you some daily magic influence, moon signs, the chakras, the herbs, gems, a lot of spiritual stuff in here. So I love this day book planner. And then my little mini tiny pocket size little journal. I have this one for my purse. I carry this around everywhere I go. I write down some information in my little book here, and then what I do is when I get home, I'll just transfer this over to the correct journal that it belongs to. This is just to catch my ideas, my thoughts during the day. If I'm working, if I have like a YouTube idea, or if I'm working and I want to think about something, I write it down here so that I don't forget. And then when I get home, I'll just jot it down in the right notebook or journal or planner. And then this is just a little planner, a monthly, or is it weekly? I think it's weekly little planner that I have here that I also like to work with and write down some information. And then I also will transfer it over to the correct planner when needed. And that's really all I have. More than enough, yes. So I hope that this is helpful for someone that maybe is looking to get some ideas or some inspiration. I will be doing more videos in the next few days, so make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you comment. Make sure you like and share this video. I really appreciate that because this will give me more views and more traffic to my channel, and that would really help me a lot. So thank you all so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for returning, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye, honey bunnies.